Good morning, boys and girls. So we are continuing to learn about robins this week. And my book today is called Baby Robins, Welcome to the World by Jane Duden, because we're talking about the life cycle of robins. So robins start as babies. So let's learn about how they grow. Go lay an egg. Why does mother robin lay just one egg a day? Carrying more than one egg in her small body would be like an airplane trying to fly with too much weight on board. One egg is just right. Mom lets her eggs stay cool until all of them are laid. Then she starts the babies growing. She keeps the eggs just the right temperature. She spends about 50 minutes of every hour sitting on the eggs. So boys and girls, there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. So 50 of those minutes each hour, she's sitting on those eggs. Her body heat keeps the eggs warm in cold weather, and it shades and cools them in hot weather. Most robins lay 3 or 4 eggs for their first nest of spring. Second or third nestings of the season may just have 2 eggs. The tiny babies hatch. The first baby hatches 12 to 14 days after the last egg is laid. Each tiny baby weighs less than a quarter. Hatching can take all day. Each chick must fight its way out of the egg. First, it breaks a hole in the shell with its egg tooth, which is a hook on its beak. Then the baby pokes, stretches, and struggles inside the egg, and with many stops to rest. And finally, it breaks free. Eggs usually hatch a day apart. They hatch in the order they were laid. New babies know 3 things. A new baby robin already knows 3 things. It knows to sit very still when the parents are away. It knows to pop up and open its mouth to beg for food. And it knows to poop as soon as it swallows some food. How does the nest stay clean? Come to the Journey North website and find out about disposable diapers for birds. Babies feel the bounce on the nest when a parent comes back with food. They pop up with their mouths open wide. Soon they learn that the parents' sounds too. By the time they open their eyes open, babies know their parents' voices. So very hungry. For the first 4 days of a nestling's life, a parent bird regurgitates partly digested food into each baby's mouth. That means the parents find the food and they eat it, and then they spit it up into each baby's mouth. By 5 days of age, the nestlings get earthworms that parents break in small mouthfuls. The babies eat more each day. Soon parents give them whole worms and large insects. Each young robin may eat 14 feet of earthworms in a 2-week nest life. And worms are not even their main food. How can parents keep up? Both parents feed the babies, the moms and the dads. A robin might make 100 feeding visits to its nest each day. There's no time to go far on a food hunt. That's why good territory is important for robins in spring. They have to build their nest where there's a lot of food to be found. A full house. Baby robins grow fast. In just 2 weeks, they are the size of their parents. Why do you think the parents sleep on a nearby branch after the first week, except for when it rains? Robin's parents have full-time jobs. They must protect the nest, find food, and feed hungry babies. The babies are in the nest for at least 9 days, or as long as 16 days. Who do you think does most of the work, mom or dad? I wonder. Bye-bye, birdie. Baby robins jump from their nest when they are about 13 days old. Leaving the nest is called fledging. This is a time of great danger for the baby birds. Please keep your kitties indoors. House cats are a predator of baby birds. Baby birds need time to practice flying. Mom and dad still help feed them. The babies now sleep at night on a tree branch with dad. Mom is busy sitting on new eggs for her next brood. The babies are good flyers just 10 to 15 days after fledging. They are independent birds. What's next? Visit the Journey North on the web to find out. So Journey North is a website that I found this information, boys and girls, and it tells all kinds of information about robins and other birds too. Okay, so let's go into our classroom. And you have this life cycle wheel to do today. So this is a life cycle of a robin, and it has the different stages of the robin's life. Now this wheel is showing the 4 main stages. I have all the stages on my board here. The adult robin builds a nest. It lays its eggs in the nest. The eggs hatch. The babies are called hatchlings. When they're a little bigger and they're ready to start practice flying, they're called fledglings. And then they learn to fly and they become adults themselves and start their own families. So you have the life cycle wheel, and it has all the different parts on the wheel. So you have the adult robin, and the adult robin lays the egg hatches, and the hatchling is born. The hatchlings are born, and then they grow to be fledglings. Okay, and your wheel, you should have a fastener, a brass fastener that you can put in the middle so that your wheel will spin. I forgot to bring one home with me, so I have to put my brass fastener on at school when I get to school tomorrow. And you will have your life cycle of a robin wheel. So you can also watch this video about the life cycle of robins. Yesterday, I introduced my class to the Pete McLean Osprey camera, and that link is here. Osprey are seabirds. They are birds that live by water, and there are some osprey that live along the Delaware River, but these osprey are at Island Beach State Park in Seaside, New Jersey. So if you go there, you could see their osprey nest, but this is an osprey camera, and it's a live camera on the nest 24/7. So you can see the osprey nesting, and they have laid eggs. Let me just take you in there real quickly to show you. If it loads. Okay, here it comes. So this website is the Friends of Island Beach State Park, and they have the camera on the osprey nest. And I observe this nest every year because osprey migrate. They're migratory birds. That means they fly to Mexico in the winter, and they fly back to New Jersey each spring. And they make their nest here at Island Beach State Park. There's 30 nesting pairs of osprey at Island Beach State Park. And this is just one of their nests. So this is the male who's walking around, trampling around. The female has dark feathers around her neck. It's like a necklace. So that's how you can tell the female. And he has all white on his neck. You can see he's making noise. We can't hear the sound, there's no sound, but he's probably warning off other birds, stay away from my nest. This is my nest. You can also see that there's a lot of trash in the nest, which makes me very, very sad. That means people are littering along the beaches, and these birds pick up the trash thinking it's good nesting material, but really it's very dangerous for the birds. So if you see trash at the beach, it'd be great if you could help clean it up so that the birds don't collect it for their nesting. Because sometimes these strings and fishing lines and balloons can get wrapped around the bird's wings or feet, and it can prevent them from flying. So it's dangerous. So boys and girls, click on the link at Pete McLean anytime, and you can watch the osprey nesting, and maybe you can see when the eggs hatch, and you can see the hatchlings in the nest and the parents when they feed the hatchlings. They are seabirds, so they eat fish. I hope you're enjoying learning about robins and learning about birds and all the fun things